Hello everyone, my name is LabdaGD, and welcome back to SMPVideo. Man, it's been a while. In fact, since my last SMPVideo episode, 6 months, half a year has gone by, which is crazy. My last episode of SMPVideo was in July. Fucking July! And I mean, with good reason. I was just busy with university, because I started university in September, and I didn't record anything in between. Actually, I kind of did, but I just didn't use that footage because I didn't think it was good footage, I guess. I don't know. I don't know, man. I just didn't want to make videos for a long time. But now I have a little bit of downtime from university, so I have basically the week off. So I can make an SMPVideo episode again. And what we're gonna do this episode is just mainly show you what I've changed, because that's gonna probably take the entire episode. So yeah, we're just gonna start by the obvious. Obviously I'm over here in my little sleeping area that I used basically until like a month after my last episode. Because as you'll notice, where did the nether portal go? And where did these chests go? And where did all of these chests go? What has happened here? What has happened is that I've moved out of the Pirate Cove. I did it, I think, in like August or September. I don't quite remember. But I moved out of my my old base, this base in particular. And I mean, there are still some things here, like there's still an ender chest, and basically the room is still here. I mean, there's bulk storage is gone, the regular storage is gone, and another portal is gone. The smeltery here is gone. But there are still some things here, like a brewing stand that I never use. The dragon egg is still up there. I just realized that I probably need to move that at some point. But my beloved Baldacinian pirate code is still here. Someone flicked through this. I don't know if I was the one who did that or someone else did, but yeah, the official pirate code is still there, of course, going strong. And the map room that I'm that I'm conveniently looking straight up at, because otherwise it's gonna reveal massive spoilers that I don't want you guys to see. And if we look to the other side, you can see that this sugarcane farm is still going strong. In fact, I think it's like my main source of sugarcane still. And I think the biggest thing, and the one thing I probably use this cove most for as of the moment, is these villagers. You can see some of them have moved. I'll get to that in a little bit, but the trading hall is still here, still going strong. Sometimes come here to get like golden carrots and stuff. I almost punched that villager. I am so sorry. But you can see I've actually added some because I really needed golden carrots, and I recently made a melon and pumpkin farm. We'll get to that in a bit. But yeah, I just added a bunch of farmers to like farm emeralds, I guess. But that's basically everything in the Pirate Cove. I basically don't use this anymore. I never come here. So let's head outside and see what's different. Okay. I have a lot to explain right now. We'll just start with the elephant in the room, which is, what the hell is that? This right here is my base that I'm using. It's basically like a northern Italian sort of castle. I kind of based it off oh god, what's it called? Well, there's a castle at like Lake Como in Italy. Is it Lake Como or is it like something else? One of the big Italian lakes in the Alps has a castle that looks a lot like this one. And I really like the aesthetic of it, so I tried to replicate it. Didn't quite work. Some things are different. But I think I did a pretty good job. And I mean, it looks fantastic. It looks awesome in my opinion. There is honestly not even that much to see. This is mainly just empty. There are basically only 3 things in this base that actually have a function, which is 1, nether portal is right there. That is, you know, my main nether portal. And if we go inside this building, this is my sleeping area where I, you know, have my bed This took probably like a day to design. Just a day to design and build this, but it's honestly probably my favorite interior I've made ever in survival. It is just so nice. I love everything about it. There's a jukebox in here with one music disc. I should probably get more of those. But yeah, I really like this sleeping area. And then if we go up the hill over here, we can see... Oh, by the way, hello horse. I haven't actually named you yet. Maybe comments can provide a name for you. This is my horse. But anyways, if we go here to basically the main area, before you go in, you see this, which is a, I guess, to-do list for the end of the season. You can see there's quite a lot of stuff on here. Finish stadium, we'll get to that in a bit. Move base to castle fully, that's already happened. Do like lore shit, I don't know, I'm kind of already doing that. We'll also get to that in a little bit. Finish island foundations, which I've also done, which is basically just, you know, this stuff. Because before it was just a slab of grass on top of water. Make stuff at Desmala plot. I recently bought, or recently, this is not recently, this is like 5 months ago. I bought a plot at Desmala, and, you know, I built some stuff on it, and we'll get to that in a little bit. And all of these other ones are still to do. Probably not going to get to all of them before the end of the season, which is going to be probably summer. But we'll see. But enough about that. Let's actually move on to the main event, which is if we go through here. This is my new storage area. And it has a lot more room for chests and stuff. I just added a lot more chests, and it's a lot more roomy. It's a lot nicer in my opinion. And I just love it a lot. There's some ender chests over there, other workstations, I don't know. Big fucking smokestack. No more auto furnaces, because I don't really feel the need for them. I barely use furnaces anyways these days, so yeah, not really important. This is a map, and as you can see, we'll get to this in a little bit. Because I think before, when I left, it was only this little section right here. And now I've built all of this, so we'll get to that. Inside of this big tower is just bulk storage. Just a lot of dirt and stuff in here. Stone. Oh, there's actually stone in there. I didn't know that. I thought I ran out of stone a while ago. Anyways. Yeah, that's basically it for the castle. So now we move on to this, which is I've made a bunch of housing. And like a bunch, as in I've completed this first quarter of housing. This took a very long time. I mean, I kind of worked on it on and off, but it still took a long time to build. And I'm really proud of how it's turned out. I just really love, if you just, you know, if you just go and walk through here, it truly feels like you're like in a city or something, you know? Oh, well, I wasn't supposed to reveal that yet, but I guess now that's there. We'll get to that in a little bit. All the interiors are completely empty, of course. I haven't decorated a single interior, I'm pretty sure. And I've even just given up on separating them with like the gray concrete that's just up there now to fill in the gaps between the two roofs. But other than that, it's just completely like hollow. But yeah, I'm super happy with this. I really love how it's turned out. And I've even gone and planned the second quarter, I guess, which is this section over here. This is probably the biggest section. So this is again gonna take a lot of work. I don't know when I'm gonna be starting this. I don't know when I'm gonna be finishing this. I don't know if I'm gonna be finishing this at all, to be honest, because it's a lot of work and I don't have that much time. But yeah, I don't know. One other thing, over at my tree, I've made some market stalls, because I wanted the tree in the middle to kind of be like a central area for, you know, the townspeople to meet up and do shit, and, you know, hang out, I don't know, trade, economic activity, I don't fucking know. But it's here, and I really like it. I like these stalls, and they're all color-coded to their professions, and I love it. And then, yeah, last thing I think is this, which is A bridge that I made really quick. And I honestly don't know if I'm gonna be keeping this around. Because it's kind of big. And kind of bulky for such a short crossing. So I might change it up in the future to be a little bit less big. But we'll see. And that's basically it for the island itself. I didn't touch on the castle over here. But that will become very apparent what this is for pretty soon. Now to just really quickly touch on the stuff that is off the island that has changed. Probably just some path stuff that has been laid out. Just some pathways. I made this wool farm that is color coded to all 16 colors of wool. So I have basically infinite wool now. I don't even remember what parts of this district I showed and which parts I didn't. I do remember that one. I built this one for a video. I time-lapsed it, I think. But I don't think this cactus farm was there. But I mean, it's just a cactus farm. What do you want from me? It's just, yeah, it produces cactus. Pretty efficient, as you can see. And I definitely didn't show this because this is pretty recent. This is a pumpkin and melon farm that I made. And it's producing pumpkins and melons for trading. Yeah, that's what it is, and that's what it produces. But for stuff in Baldacchina itself, that's basically it. I don't think there's anything different. Yeah, let's move on to the rest. What else is different, you know? And for that, of course, we're gonna have to go into the Nether, because I'm not flying all the way there to every single other place that I've built stuff in. By the way, I'm probably only gonna show stuff that I've built. If you want to see, you know, the stuff that other people have built, you can either watch their video, like in the case of S. Johnny, or if you, like, for instance, want to know what Vlad has built, or what Isaac has built, or what this new member, CZ, has built. I would be willing to do, like, a world tour or something. Just let me know what you think of that. It'll probably be a pretty long video, because a lot has changed, and a lot is different, and it's gonna be a lot of explaining to do. But if people are up for that, I guess I can make the time to do that. But anyways, in the Nether Hub, we are probably mainly going this way. As you can see, it's a very lavishly decorated Nether tunnel that goes to the Olympics. I think I told you guys about the Olympics before. I don't think I have even showed anything of what has been built before. So this is gonna be a pretty big shock for you guys. But I'm excited for you to see what it's gonna be. I assume you kind of know what the Olympics thing is. We're gonna do an Olympics where everybody gets together and we do like a cool event, and it's gonna be pirate stuff. Alright, are you ready? Whoa! What is this? This is the Olympic Park. I might have shown this road section. I might have not shown this road section. I don't know. All I know is I didn't show this, and I didn't show that, and I didn't show that, and I didn't show that. So we're just gonna go through all of it. So let's just start off with this big thing right here. This is gonna be the PvP arena where we're gonna do PvP events. The PvP event, should I say. And as you can see, it is, yeah, it's pretty big. I actually made, I think, most of it. I don't know if I made all of it, but certainly most of it. I actually made on stream. I did a week where I basically tried to stream every day. I think I missed like 2 days, 2 or 3. But I tried to stream every day for a week, or like 1 or 2 hours or something. And in that time, I actually built basically this entire arena. And I think it looks fantastic. The inside is very empty though. That is something I'm probably gonna have to change. I don't know if I'll do that before the start of the Olympics. Like, I do want to get some shops in here maybe, but maybe I'll do that afterwards, because nobody's gonna pay attention to this probably. But anyways, that is the PvP arena. Probably one of the most insane buildings I've ever made. And then over here, there is another one of the most insane buildings I've ever made. This one's a lot smaller, but it is a lot prettier. And this is kind of my first time working with gradients. So as you can see, I started with stone and then andesite and then tough and the diorite and, you know, all the good stuff. And I'm really proud of how this is turned out. This is the tavern for the halftime show. There's gonna be a halftime show at the Olympics. So I've just made this. I kind of just looked up Google images of, you know, medieval taverns, fantasy taverns, whatever. And I've incorporated a lot of stuff from that. But also, I've tried to incorporate some, you know, pirate elements into it. And that is why there is half a ship on the side of it. Yes. And once you go inside, it will become clear what that is for. If you go inside here, you know, it's just tavern stuff. This is going to be the podium for the halftime show. You can order drinks here. There's a upstairs section where there's like rooms. I'm not going to bother with that right now. But if we go up here, this is where the ship is. And as you can see, you can sit outside on a ship. And I think that is really cool. Anyways, and then this I will have to show, you know, in large scale, because this is a pretty fucking big thing. This is the Olympic Village, and the way I went about this is basically just, I got 7 building types, so like 2 large buildings, 3 medium-sized, and like 2 small buildings, and I basically, you know, mapped out an entire town with those 7 types of buildings. Every interior is completely decorated. That took a really fucking long time. So I'm not gonna show you every single interior because that would take a very, very fucking long time. And then if we move over the big road, we can see here, this is the Olympic torch. You can see the smoke coming out of the top. And I think it's a really cool idea to have this kind of voodoo, you know, skull staff kind of thing for, you know, the pirate Olympics. I think that looks really cool to use as an Olympic torch. And the next thing is over here. It's a pretty fucking big complex. This is the parkour arena. So parkour is one of the events. It's, to be honest, it's one of the smaller events of the Olympics. But it has one of the largest buildings for it, because a parkour arena takes up a lot of space. But I've decided to go a little bit minimalist with just spikes that surround like a big pool of water, then just some stands in the middle of it, or like in between them. And this is the parkour arena. I'm not gonna do the parkour right now because that will be spoilers. So you're just gonna have to wait and see for yourself if you're a member watching this and you want to try the parkour out. Wait until the Olympics, please. And then all the way to the shore of, I guess, this landmass over here is the diving board, which is for the walk the plank event. I decided to not make it the ship and just make it a rock, because that looks cool in my opinion. And you just go on top of it and you make a cool dive down, and you know, the judges will sit there and judge you for how well you've done. Yeah. Few more things, I promise. It's only a few more things. Over here we have archery. Basically pretty straightforward. You just get a crossbow, you get some arrows. I don't know where the arrows are actually. Where are the arrows? Where are the arrows? Ah, there they are. Okay. And you just basically just stand here and you shoot the targets. Some of them are really far away, as you can see. And whoever, you know, gets the most targets gets the most points. I don't know. Yeah. This is the final big thing. Over here we have a boat race facility where we're gonna do the boat racing. It's basically just a dock, and the boats are right here, and you know, it's gonna go around this island. Yeah, that's how it's gonna work. And then this is the very, very, very last thing, which is probably the coolest event. As you can see here in the middle, this is Jack the Jolly Roger, which I've explained in my Olympics video. Well, a video where I explain all of the Olympic events. There are, you know, flags here, and each team takes their flag to their safe zone, which is the area with borders. So if red there, purple is there, blue is there, green is down here somewhere. you take your flag, you hide the flag in your area and stuff like that. But yeah, it's... Yeah, I built this whole wall around it so people wouldn't, you know, cheat and go around or something. And I've just made like a safe house for everyone. So this is the greenhouse. This is the safe house for the green team. It's you know, my standard template house that I've been using for like 2 years now. And it's, you know, pretty basic, but there's all the supplies you need is in here. And 2 beds to set your spawn point. And now it is time to explain the most exciting thing about what has been changing in the server. It's also the reason why this is here. Over the last, I don't know, month or so, there's been a war in the server. Again. Okay, for a brief recap, right? A few months ago, I guess about 6 months ago, because my last video was about them, we had this Vivtarok organization terrorizing Sarita. Basically just saying like Sarita has to go or something like that. And, you know, towards the end of the year, somewhere around there, we basically were all in agreement that it was 93 and S Johnny, aka Desmala. We basically, you know, determined that they were behind Vivtarok. Not very surprising, considering they're the ones who have been pranking pranking everybody all the time. Anyways, they're not, you know, they're denying that. But it becomes even more apparent when you consider about a month ago, they got really hostile with Sarita. And of course, you know, this is all for like a bit, and it's all for shits and giggles, but... And like lore and stuff. But anyways, I think it kind of happened at some point where there was like a transfer of governorship in Sarita. Governor? Presidents? I don't fucking know who's who anymore. Politics is so confusing. Anyways, there was a change in leadership in Sarita. I think it was our new member CZ who took over control. But then 93 said, Nah, bro, I'm the Sarita president now. At least this is my interpretation of how it happened. I have no idea the exact motivations, but this is, from my perspective, how it all happened. And from that, things just completely spiraled out of control to the point where they've been bombing each other, you know, bombing each other in big quotation marks, because griefing is illegal and we're not doing that. And that's basically where we're at now, where, you know, Sarita and Desmala are not on good terms, because Desmala claims, I guess, rulership of Sarita or something, like that Sarita is Desmalan territory or something, or that Sarita is property of the director of Sarita or something. I don't know. I have no idea what's going on anymore. All I know is they're very angry at each other. The nice thing about this war is I already know what we're going to be doing next episode. Because I have a bunch of clips lying around of just, like, war stuff that, when put together, are way too long to just put on the end of this episode as, like, a little, like, epilogue or something. So, what we're going to be doing next episode is there is going to be a war supercut, sort of, where basically it's just gonna be clips, funny clips, contextual clips, dramatic clips of us waging war at each other, and I think it would be very interesting. So that's what we're gonna be doing next episode, but for now I'm leaving this episode here because it's already getting way too long. I know I always have like a habit of making like extremely long SMP video episodes, like they are usually like 30 minutes. But for this return episode, it's just been me explaining, and that's not very interesting to keep up for 30 plus minutes. So I'm gonna leave the episode off here. So if you did enjoy this episode of SMP Video, finally again, please smash the like button and subscribe, it helps me out a lot, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye!